Hi guys, Canadian Hunter here. So I've got an enormous amount of data that I've gathered today in front of you, and what I was doing was making some comparisons between my trusty CCI standard velocity and trying the new Aguila Super Extra 22s. And the reason I really wanted to do this comparison is that there's a price difference between these. You know, you're paying, at least in Canada, and probably the States is about the same. I'm paying about $7 a box for the Aguila, and I'm paying like $5 a box, $4.50 to $5 a box for standard velocity. And I really wanted to know, is it worth paying the extra money? And this is a ton of data in front of you, but I think if you stick with me here, I'm going to be able to break down which one's better. So I've broken down what I'm going to have to call my best groups for each. I've done 25 yards and I've done 50 yards. I did a little bit more at 25 yards. The reason I did that is that some of these groups, I did them and I had a flyer and I thought, I got to be able to do better. And then I would do better and I would think, well, was that a lucky one? And I do another one. But this is my best group, I would say, out of everything that I've done today. I don't know if I got lucky, but that's 25 yards, and that's about zero point 0.3 of an inch is what that averages out to. The average is there. That's an amazing group. And then that's the CCI standard velocity there at 25 yards. Now, here's where it gets interesting. This I have to call my best group for the Aguila ammo because it measures out that way. But really, if I eliminate, I have to do this because I'm going to get to something here. The flyer, if I eliminate the flyer, this is as good of a group. And that's what I'm finding with both of these ammos is that it just depends. I mean, you load up 5 and sometimes you get lucky where you don't get a flyer. Other times, you're creating a group like this, you're like, oh my God, this is going to be so good. Oh, what just happened? And you get that. And, that could be me, but at 25 yards, I'm going to say that's the ammo. I mean, this is, and, when you hear the gun go off, these rounds that have these major deviations, they sound different, So I would say that, and then when you move out to like 50 yards, again, it's like this was my best group. Now, again, if I eliminate this flyer, that is a crazy group at 50 yards. But my average overall, so what I did was I added up all of these groups at 25 yards, divided them by the number shot, right? So 4, 5, 3, 3. So my best average grouping out of these three here for the Aguila at 50 yards, these are the three I shot, that's a group average of 1.13, okay? Which is an okay group, but the CCI standard velocity looks better, but there was one that wrecked it all for all three, right? So this ends up being a 1.16 average group. Now, if I would eliminate this card, that's a different story. This is probably under an inch average, but this is how it's averaging out. So again, I was getting frustrated because I paid a lot of extra money for the Aguila ammo, and at first I was kind of disappointed. And I did shoot those first, and then when I moved to the standard velocity, I was doing some groups like this. I think these were some of the earlier groups, but then I had a group like this, and I'm like, well, yeah, even with CCI standard velocity, just some funny deviations. So, and again, that same story at 25 yards. I mean, the Aguila ammo definitely has some really, really nice groups. If you eliminate that flyer and you eliminate this flyer, I would say it's got a better average. Although the CCI average had the best group overall out of all of these, one of them. And even though, 0.68 is my group average out of 5 with the Aguila, and it's 0.63 average with CCI at a 4. I don't know. I think I'd still rather have this grouping or be using that ammo. I mean, again, frustration. I mean, if I could do these every time with CCI standard velocity, that'd be a no-brainer. And if I could do those every time with the Aguila ammo, no-brainer. And that comes down to something that I want to try next, which is, why am I getting these deviations? You know, is it me or is it the ammo? I guess it's possible it's me on some of these, but this is why I do such a high average. And what I'm going to try next is I am going to use my grain scale that I use to load powder, which is very, very accurate. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a pack like this. You know, I'm going to pop all these out, and I'm going to weigh all these one at a time. And I'm going to separate, I'm going to do, let's say I take 5 packages, and I'm going to find, and I don't care what they weigh, I just want them to be all the same. So I'm going to create, let's say, 2 or 3 50 packs of sorted ammo. And I'm going to do that both for the Aguila and for the CCI standard velocity. And I want to see if it makes a difference, because sometimes with these deviations, like I say, they either sound different or it just, you know, something doesn't seem quite right. And you just, when it happens, I'm like, yeah, that was the one, right? And I want to know whether it is because these are weighing different, and are they weighing different because of a powder primer difference? Are they weighing a difference because of a lead or case difference? I'm going to try it. I mean, who knows? If I have to, you know, spend 10 minutes or 20 minutes every now and again sorting out my 22 ammo, you know, I don't mind doing that if it makes it shoot better. I mean, I'd rather do that than spend, you know, double the money on ammo. But it's also a good experiment. So anyway, that's, I guess my wrap up is I can't choose a winner yet. I'd like to say that, you know, the CCI standard velocity kind of performed the way I expected it to. And I guess I would say that the Aguila ammo performed a little bit less than I expected. Although it did well, I don't know. I guess I just, you know, I would grab like a cart. Like I really expected at 25 yards, you know, all the Aguilas to look like that or pretty damn close. And really, I mean, here's one where, again, I was like, okay, it's going to do it. But then I have this deviation. And again, that's why I'm going to try weighing out the ammo and just do this again. And if I do find a difference, I'm going to keep these cards. Who knows? Maybe I'm onto something. Let me know what you guys think. Leave some comments below. Am I nuts? I mean, you know, let me know. Have you guys done that? Have you guys weighed out your ammo, and does it make a difference? I mean, let me know. If you like this video, please click like. And as always, please click subscribe, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. I forgot to mention, I did some fun stuff at the very, very tail end of the day with splitting some playing cards, and I really enjoy doing this. And again, this is sort of, you know, adding to these results again. This card here was split. This is a 3-shot. It says nick at first. So I nicked this card the first time with the Aguila. Didn't quite split it, but I nicked it. Second shot missed, third shot split. And I was pretty happy with that because I really hit it 2 out of 3 times at 25 yards. CCI standard velocity, 2 shots, missed the first time, split it the second time. So again, you know, I don't know if this helps us with deciding, you know, which one's better, but, you know, I guess I was happy I split it on the second shot with the CCI, but hit it 2 out of 3 with the Aguila. You know, again, didn't split it the first time. It's not easy to do, but you know, to get a full split. But anyway, just some additions.